PowerPoint Karaoke is essentially a process where you get a set of slides that you have never seen before, and you have to give a presentation based on those slides. And there's you can either get them from coworkers, or you can find them randomly on the internet, or you can ask a loved one or something to put it together. There's a great resource if you go to humor.me/PPT Karaoke, and we'll drop the link in the chat after I kind of demonstrate it, that you can kind of just get random ones on the internet for you. So you can kind of set this up and do it yourself. But I'm going to demo what that kind of looks like right now. To get started, can someone give me a suggestion of a topic that I should give this short presentation on? Suggestion of a topic. You can either say it out loud or drop it in the chat.
Skateboarding.
Skateboarding. Okay, fantastic. My presentation on skateboarding. So the PowerPoint Karaoke, these are the rules. You get a total of 10 slides. Roughly, you can spend 15 to 30 seconds on each one. You advance the slide yourself. And then when you're playing it as a game, you can rate your friends on flow, gesture, jargon, credibility, etc. So you start with a random number generator, and then you stop. That's just to help you pick some random slides. Then we go there, and I was playing a little bit earlier. This, I think the slide is potentially start on. So here we go. So this is going to be my presentation, my PowerPoint Karaoke presentation on skateboarding. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this presentation on skateboarding, where we're going to talk about technological advances in skateboarding. Way back in the day, you had simple things like skateboarding. When it first started, they didn't even have round wheels. Right? The technology was so bad, it was square wheels that they're on. That's what the square represents. But now technology is so great that we can even record skateboarding on our phones. And so we've seen an explosion of skateboarding happen because of really cool skateboarding videos that people have recorded on their iPhone, right? So that's the technological transition when it comes to skateboarding. Now, if you think about the allure of skateboarding, it does capture people's attention. If you see someone doing some really cool tricks, if they do an ollie or a 360 or a flip or a 720 and a half pipe or whatever, people are going to watch, even if they're doing business work. Even if there is a rocket launch going on TV, if you were to do a kickflip right next to them, people would be like, that rocket is cool, but so is that kickflip. Right? They're going to be that excited. That's the power of skateboarding these days. And so we have to think about the intersection of technology when it comes to skateboarding, right? At the middle of narcissism, stalking, and ADHD, you have Twitter, the owner of Twitter, and you have people posting about skateboarding on Twitter, right? So you have all of that. So I'll have to admit, there has to be a little bit of narcissism to do skateboarding. You have to think, you know what? I'm so much better at walking, I can do it on wheels. Right? That's how good you have to be good. So you have to have a little bit of narcissism, a little bit of stalking as well. You have to go to a place over and over and over again. And if you want to get really good at someone, try chasing them or being chased, right? If you go to the Back to the Future style things, if you get chased by someone on a skateboard, that's another way to kind of get a little bit better. And then ADHD, right? We want to see different tricks. You need to practice different tricks, the same ones over and over again. But when we watch them, we need to see them because we all have a little bit of ADHD and we want to see that flexibility a little bit. So who loves skateboarding? Everyone in this picture, right? You see in this picture, you've got Barack Obama, you got Angela Merkel. I think that might be Macron right there. I'm not entirely sure. It's a little hard to see from here, but everyone from dignitaries down to little kids, they love skateboarding. This is something that excites everyone from top to bottom. And even animals, they have different animal reactions to being in a box and being on skateboarding, right? You don't want to put yourself into a box, right? This is more of a kind of a metaphor for what I'm talking about, right? You don't want to put yourself into box as only a skateboarder, right? Because different animals are going to have different reactions, but you can skate around that box. You can think outside the box. You can do a rail ride against the box, right? There's so many things that you can do with the box when it comes to skateboarding. And like I said, technological advances have come a very long way, right? There's some skateboards that have electricity on them. I'm guessing, is that, that might be, is that Tesla? That might be Tesla, right? If you think about the original OG four-wheel vehicle that is good for the environment, it's not an electric car. It's not a Tesla. It's skateboarding, right? Skateboarding, it is man-powered, human-powered, woman-powered, thing-powered, right? Way better for the environment as well. And this is where we are, right? We're down at the base, right? We're at the base of where this could be. And we've burned the midnight oil way too long by doing these other modes of transportation. Where we really need is this skateboard. So as we start to summarize, this is a great chart for the day that you can do skateboarding. If you think about early morning, you're not going to skateboard right out of bed. You got to brush your teeth and stuff like that. But your morning commute could be pretty good. And then maybe it gets a little bit slower during the day as you get a little bit tired. And then as you get towards the end, you're going to have to fall asleep again. Although some people do fall asleep on their skateboard. Also nice to note that this would also make a very good ramp to skateboard off of. So in conjunction, let it all out there, right? You got to relax. You got to be feline fine to jump on a skateboard, right? You've got a cat's grab out there. You've got to be for real to jump on a skateboard. And ultimately, it's going to make your life that much better. All right. There are some answers that can't be a question, or some questions that can't be answered by Google. One of those questions is, should I skateboard? And the answer is unequivocally yes. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. That is a game of PowerPoint Karaoke. Again, a simple way of getting some slides. You get a suggestion from the audience, and then you just kind of riff on the presentation. I will tell you, it is a lot of fun to do. It's also a fun thing to watch, right? So it's just a thing you could, like, you come home from work, could be a thing that you do with kids. It could be something that you do to yourself, kind of thinking through ideas. But different improv games are just simple ways to bring a little bit more levity, a little bit more fun. Bianca has dropped in the chat the link. So that's a link to someone that they just put up on GitHub. A way that you can kind of use your own PowerPoint karaoke, do your own PowerPoint karaoke, one of the easiest resources that we found.